Parts of our province started 2024 with some of their coldest temperatures ever recorded. Leader hit a bone-chilling minus 46.4 with a wind chill down to minus 56. But a drastic warm-up happened just 2 weeks later, with Maple Creek hitting 21 degrees on January 30th, the highest temperature ever recorded in January in Saskatchewan. That contributed to one of the warmest and driest winters this province has ever seen, and it raised fears of another drought year. But those fears washed away in May and June, with most of the province seeing above average moisture, the first time that's happened in May in years for some places. A late June deluge was the grand finale, with almost 200 millimeters in a few hours flooding west central Saskatchewan. But all the rain refilled waterways and reservoirs like Lake Diefenbaker.
It's actually at its sort of highest level normally recorded for this time of year. So we're in excellent shape for Lake Diefenbaker and supplying water through the province for next year. It's essentially 3 meters higher than it was at this time last year, just to put it in context. So that makes a tremendous difference going forward.
It also ended drought. More than 75% of Saskatchewan farms were in some form of drought in November 2023. A year later, that had dropped to around 10%. But July and August were hot and dry, and while many crops did well as they dried out from all that rain, others suffered.
An old saying that we were half an inch away from a bumper crop and a half an inch of rain away from a disaster. I think that was very evident this year.
The dry weather also reignited forest fires. More than 1 million hectares burned, and many places faced another bad year for smoke, ranking second in smoke hours, bested only by 2023. After 30-degree weather lasted into October, we've gone back to the snow and cold snaps. Above-average snowpack now means extra moisture for farmers come spring, but climate change means things can turn quickly.
We're going from extreme dry conditions to extreme wet conditions much more quickly and much more frequently than we used to. So again, our normal cycle isn't a normal cycle anymore. We're seeing more extremes, either wet or dry, depending on what series we're in at that time. And we're seeing them flop really quickly.
Meaning more wild weather is likely in 2025. Ethan Williams, CBC News, Regina.